Hey guys. Hello and welcome to another episode, or I should say reading, from Mrs. Witchy Perfect's Tarot. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I hope last week was fun for you. I have to say this week, a little bit worrisome here at the end. For me, I have to say, because my son is sick. So, if you could leave a comment down in the comment section, just say a little prayer for him. If you're Christian, or if you are Wiccan or pagan or any other religion, if you're Jewish or Muslim or whatever, if you could say a little prayer or send a little healing energy to my son. It's just a hiccup, I think. I hope. When he was younger, we actually had to take him to like the emergency room and stuff because he would have really bad ear infections. So, unfortunately, he has a little bit of a fever. Stomach is a little upset, but we're gonna get super mom to the rescue. So I pulled a couple of cards. Now I wanted to, and I forgot to. I'm so sorry. I forgot to link the Good Witches YouTube. I will get that linked in the description field for you. We're going to be clarifying. We're going to use the regular tarot, clarifying with the Cozy Witch deck. And then I got this in the mail the other day. I'm so excited. It is the Wheel of the Year. I have seen the Good Witch use these. So good for clarifying. And then, of course, we'll get a little after tarot for you. So, of course, this is after tarot. So, after the tarot. So, yes. Okay. All right. So, we will definitely deal with that. Okay. So, I did pull some first cards, though. And it looks like a great week. Looks like a great week so far. The first thing we have are new beginnings, new relationships, new romantic love, happiness, joy, love, happiness, conception, fertility, pregnancy, celebration, socialization, and upsurge of new feelings, heart opening. I got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. I don't know if you guys can zoom in there. The Ace of Cups. So there is a cup from the divine coming out. You can see that the cup is overflowing here. What I'm really feeling for you guys is that, there's going to be new opportunities in your life, new things that are coming in, maybe at the beginning. And that's all coupled with the fact that you have the Ten of Pentacles. I think we had this in the last reading too. So we already have an ace. We have a 10 of Pentacles. So wealth, inheritance, stability, security, prosperity, family success, comfort, long-term success, financial security, tradition, establishment, continuity, roots, permanent retirement. Oh, permanence and retirement. Sorry about that. I'm hoping that this reading kind of also helps me, because my son is not very sick, but he is sick. And allergies, we all have it, especially in this house. Excuse me. So we all, have those sinuses going down the back of our throats and stuff. So again, just say a few minutes, send the energy, and just pop a little, whatever for us. So outpouring and accumulation. So whatever this is, whether this has to do with love, or whether this has to do with your job or a promotion or something is coming in for you. And I did a boo-boo. I put this away and I didn't want to, because at the bottom of the deck, okay, so that's why it seems like you're going to be getting what you want, fulfillment, because we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're sowing the seeds for this because you've been dealing with a lot of heartbreak. So the Three of Swords. And then it looks like you've been waiting for information about this. So we have the Page of Swords here. Looks like you've been waiting for information. You've been kind of like let down in the past, but you're sowing the seeds for something new. And it looks like that might be coming in, or some significant information might be coming in about, about this accumulation or about this new beginning for you, because we have the slowest night, but we have the Knight of Pentacles. So patience, perseverance, unexpected sources of money or income, time heals all wounds, reliable, patient, conventional, trustworthy, and hardworking people, someone who perseveres to reach a goal. So again, with the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, again, it looks like you have been sowing the seeds to, get a new beginning and something to do with your career. So new beginnings, new careers, maybe new jobs, maybe a promotion, but you've been calling these guys in for a long time now, and it just sees like everything is falling into place the way it should. So, the Ten of Pentacles, you see like, a community there. So it sounds like, you are working not only to get, wealth, but also to spread that wealth around the community. And, I'm just, okay. I'm just hearing that, spread the wealth, share the wealth, that's what I'm hearing. So new beginnings for you in the beginning of the week and towards the middle. Even though the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, there is some patience to be asking here. It is asking for patience and perseverance, because there may be some ongoing battle, fatigue, draining of energy, nearly there, close to success, recovering, weariness, survival, perseverance. Again, we get the perseverance, learning from the past failures. So like I said, with the Three of Swords, you're healing from something, okay? And sowing the seeds for a different beginning. So, and you're waiting on that information to come in. And then, of course, you have, you're weary after battle. You've really stuck to your guns. You've planted your seeds. You as Jim Cornette would say, if no one knows who that is, I'm sorry. Check out my other wrestling. Check out my wrestling channel. You'll know who that is then. But you had all you can stands, and you can't stands no more. The Nine of Wands is here to say, keep going forwards. Yes, you're going to have to be patient. Yes, you're going to have to persevere, but you need to keep going, because this is literally the most positive card in our deck, is card 19, which is the Sun. Positivity, freedom, fun, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, self-expression, good luck, enthusiasm, happiness, truth, openness, and pregnancy. Again, the Sun, number 19, is one of the most positive cards in our deck. And so, well, in the tarot. So, it is the most positive. So I'm getting yeses all along this. So yes, 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 yes. Whatever. If you have plans next week, or this coming week, I should say, because this is the 25th. So, I mean, when this comes around, go ahead and watch this. But remember, outpouring, accumulation, routine, resilience. And of course, you have the Sun, which is the positive card. Okay. I can't say enough great things, because again, you've planted those seeds. You literally have planted those seeds after a heartache. Something didn't sit right with you. Something just wasn't right. And you were waiting for information, and it just wasn't going right for you. And so you sowed the seeds for something else to come along. And it looks like that's what's happening with these cards. And literally, I mean, sorry. You have sown the seeds for this to come in, whatever this is. I can't say enough great things about these cards, guys. These are really, really positive cards. You have yeses all over the place. So I'm going to clarify now, because we're going to clarify with the Cozy Witch deck. Okay. And then we'll do a little more clarifying with the Wheel of the Year. And then we'll do some after tarot. So why is the Ace of Cups here? Why is the Ace of Cups here? Can you tell us why the Ace of Cups is here? I mean, these are really great cards. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Oh boy. Nine of Pentacles under the new beginning. So fulfillment in money, fulfillment in career, in jobs, a promotion, something. As you can see, it says, pause and savor the results of your success. The lady is literally eating an apple while on a hammock. So she's done her work. She has sowed her seeds. She's got her new beginning, and now she can sit back and look at the fruits of her labor, is what I'm getting. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better card to go over the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is literally saying your new beginning is leading to success here. Definitely leading to success. Okay, so why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Tell us why the Ten of Pentacles is here. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Again, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. So again, you're sowing the seeds. You're getting stuff done. You're looking for that success, that wealth, the success, the job opportunities. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. So you have a woman here tending to her plants. You see the lady here, and she's tending to these plants. So again, she is nurturing what has been given to her, and through doing the work and doing what you need to do to get to that next step, you are going to find the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven, and then that leads to the 10. So just like the Ace, the new beginnings, leads to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Some really great cards here, guys. I can't tell you how good these are. And we're only the second part in. So, okay. So why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is usually people going their separate ways. Perhaps someone needs to leave a situation. You see there's crossroads here and everyone's kind of splitting, and she's walking her dog here, and she kind of has this like look on her face like, this needed to happen. She has her phone in her hand that says you can't be right all of the time. So it looks like the people are parting ways here. So you may have to part with a situation, and you will get information from the, time heals all wounds from the Knight of Pentacles. For you to get your success, it seems like something has to go away or at least change or transform. So like I said, everybody's going their separate ways there. So just make sure that, you remember that whatever happens, if like a relationship has to go away or has to transform, or, a job has to transform into something else, you have to transform into something else, like your health or whatever. To get to that success, you need that other stuff to fall away because it no longer serves you. Okay. So just remember that just because, something goes away is not necessarily a bad thing. I know people get upset when they have to let go of things that they really want or they think that they want, but it's for a greater good. Spirit will tell you, hey, this is for the greater good and this is for new opportunities for you. So why is the 9 of Wands here? Why is the 9 of Wands here? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So this says, see Witch here? That's cool. Honoring your emotion is one of the highest forms of self-care. And remember that you need time for self-care. The Queen of Cups is someone who is very, she wears her hearts on her sleeve. She is very emotional. She is also very intuitive. She has the psychic abilities and, the spirit guides helping her. But also remember to take care of yourself because the best form of love is to love yourself. So when you are resilient and you're persevering, you're steadfast, you're stoic, remember that you need to take care of you. Number one, you got to take care of you. I have that problem sometimes. Like I said, my son is sick right now. And, I go into super mom mode because to be honest with you, and I feel like I can be honest with my audience, when my son is sick, I feel helpless. I know there's parents out there that also feel the same way. It's a really horrible feeling. And it's like I want to take that sickness away and give it to me because I would rather be sick than him. Okay. But I am trying to eat healthier and we're trying to get him to eat healthier, of course. And, kids, they will get sick. I get that. But when it comes right down to it, I would rather be sick than him. I would rather take that. I'll take on that burden, not him. He'll be 9 in next month. And, and like I said, there's a lot of parents out there. If you want to comment in the comment section, oh yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, we all of us parents, we have to stick together. So remember that when you're being resilient, you're being stoic, you're persevering, you're sticking with it, nose to the ground, or to the nose to the grindstone is what they say. Remember to take care of you. That is important. Take care of you. Okay, so one more card. And these are great cards, by the way, guys. I mean, we're having duplicates, and duplicates are good. Duplicates are very, very good. Oh, and by the way, we have the Page of Cups at the bottom. Sorry. Page of Cups at the bottom. Let yourself be continually surprised by the things, by this thing called life. Excuse me. So, that's just saying, stay curious about life. Of course, let yourself be continuously surprised by this thing called life. Remember, pages also can be, stuff about love. Messages about love. They also could be someone who is immature about love. But, give them props because, this actually could be a child. So here we go, I said about my son. So just remember that, to always be learning new things. And with the Page of Cups, that just tells me that it's telling you to remember that you're always learning. You're always, if you make a mistake, you learn from that mistake and you move on. So always learn from this thing we call life. Again, I know I'm always learning that, my son, like I said, had a lot of issues in the when he was a lot younger. Give me a second. So when he was younger, he had a lot of issues with his ears, like I said earlier, and we had to take him to the ER several times. Trust me, that was not my finest moment as a parent. Because I was more worried about him than I was about, anything else at that point. And he was missing school. And even though we had, doctor's notes, they would still say, well, you have to have a doctor's note. Well, yeah, I know that. That's why every time he goes to the doctors and the dentist, we have some kind of note. Parents out there can and definitely know my plight. But you have to keep learning. We learned that he had that we can control the stuff with his ears, and now he's 100% better. He does get the occasional cold, but then kids always get colds. When I was young, I got colds too. I can't tell you how many sinus infections I've had throughout my life. I've had a lot. That seemed to be the big thing for me. And then there was a period where I didn't get sick at all. Like I never got sick. So I'm hoping with eating healthier and taking vitamin C along with other vitamins for, the ladies out there. Because I am a lady too. So, I take vitamins for, the feminine side. And like I said, these readings are he, she, they. Just because they're women in the pictures, you can apply them to men too. So we're going to find out why the sun is here, because it sounds like a positive week this week. Very positive because you have the sun there. So why is the sun with us today? Why is the sun with us today? Okay, Page of Swords. Curiosity is a type of magic. So remember that it looks like she's waiting, or she's looking at a book library, a free library. Have you guys seen this? They have them. They had them in a local. It was just like free books. You can come and read them. It was like a free book library on the side of the road, and it was like the community came together, and again with the learning, curiosity is a type of magic. So again. With the sun card here, you have the sun card here. And remember that you have, you can learn about anything. It's kind of like this. Always, learn from your mistakes, but keep on learning and getting that information that you need to make yourself better and to bring happiness to your life. So happiness is here for you. But remember to stay curious and keep learning. Keep moving forward. And like I said, you learn from your mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. At the bottom, you have the Chariot. The Chariot. Oh, sorry. You have the Chariot here. So movement. You'll never get anywhere if you keep standing still. So keep moving forwards. Keep going. Keep, persevering, as you say. And of course, you have the moon. Take time for deep self-reflection is essential. So there could be stuff that's hidden for you. Right now, you're not really sure. Here's the Two of Swords. So you're not really sure about some information. There could be a decision here that you have to make. So, and something's hidden to you, you're not really sure about. Remember to stick with it. Stick with it. Whatever is hidden will be it will come to light. Okay. And if you have to make a decision, I'll just read what this says. Wake up. What is it that you truly want? And I can't tell you that's what that's where you make the mistakes. You make the mistakes and you learn from them, and then you don't make those mistakes again, but you're always learning. You're always learning. You can always pick up a book and learn about physics or learn about something else. There's plenty of books out there. All you have to do is read them. And that's what they're there for. All right. So I'm going to just take a 5-minute break. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. And we're back. So we're going to clarify even more with the Wheel of the Year. So can we just clarify on the Cozy Witch deck that we just did? Give us some advice from that for the 9 of Pentacles. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? And I actually did a reading for my friend who was having some trouble, some legal trouble. nothing that he did, just, he's, in front of a judge and stuff. And I really nailed it for him. So I wanted to do it because I just felt like it was time again to tell him to keep going. Okay. All right. So let's clarify the 9 of Pentacles. Why is that here? The Chariot again. We have the Chariot again. Again, movement. Remember that, and he's holding a sunflower here. And that's funny because my son has been giving me sunflower lately. So remember that you will have movement. And if we can just pull another one just in case. The 3 of Swords. So we have movement, but remember that, and there's owls on top of there. Remember that the sun always comes back up. Even if you fail, try again. Because like I said, with the Ace of Cups, you're definitely going to have movement there. And again, the 9 of Pentacles and movement with the Chariot. Just remember that, you're going to fail sometimes, and just to pick yourself back up and keep going with the Chariot. And of course, Ace of Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Cups, plus we have the Ace of Pentacles. And this little fairy here is giving a coin. So again, these are new beginnings with money and new opportunities with money and a new job, a new promotion, something with your career, maybe a new career. So don't be afraid to, go that extra step and go that extra mile, and to literally, know what you're doing, because you're on the right path. And even if you fail and you have a heartache or a betrayal or whatever, get back up on that horse and keep going. I think that's what we learned from the Chariot. So let's learn about the 7 of Pentacles. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? Eight of Pentacles. So hard work. Hard work. Hard work. You're putting in the hard work. You're doing the hard work. Now you can see he's working on a horseshoe there, and there's a horse in the background there. Just kind of watching him like, yeah, you've been at it. Remember that when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles is sowing those seeds, but you also have to put in the hard work. So another card, the Princess of Wands. So she is waiting for some information here. She's waiting for some information here. She has like a letter, and it's like she's looking for her answer. So again, if you have been looking for something new, remember that you have to put in the hard work. You have to do the work. You have to sow the seeds with the 7 of Pentacles. And of course, we have the Hermit. So remember that you can meditate on this. You can go within if you're not seeking or looking, or you're not seeing the answers that you want to see. Just remember you can go within and look for the answers from Spirit, because they will be able to give it to you. So let's figure out why the 5 of Swords is here. Why is the 5 of Swords here? Why is the 5 of Swords here? Okay, the Lovers. The Lovers. So if this is not romantic love, it could be a choice. So a choice. Remember that you always have a choice to walk away from a bad situation should you not want to be in that, or that situation is no longer good for you. But you have a choice. You can stay and be miserable, or you can, go. You can reach new bounds. If it is a relationship, perhaps once one relationship needs to end for another one to take place. I had to kiss a lot of frogs in my day to get to my twin flame, who I have in my life now. He is a great man, wonderful, love him to death. But like I said, again, I had to kiss a lot of frogs to get to my prince. So in the end, when you are having this kind of choice, again, you're walking away from something that no longer serves you with the Five of Swords, because it's something that needs to happen. And even if you think it's wrong, it in the grand schemes of things, I would use the Hermit here and go within and just make sure that this is let Spirit lead the way with the Chariot. Let Spirit lead the way. Okay. They will not steer you wrong. Okay. So another one, the Hermit. Of course, we get the Hermit again. And again, like I said, with the choice, you can always ask Spirit. And this is the Three of Wands. So it looks like she's kind of almost like wishing upon a star here, looking at the moon, but she's, there's shooting stars and there's all kinds of, there's a puppy beside her. So you're waiting for that ship to come in. But again, you have a choice to make. Okay. You have that choice to make. So why is the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups here? Three of Cups. Okay. So a celebration. You've been resilient. So remember, we had the Nine of Wands and then we had the Queen of Wands. So you're being resilient. You're trying to persevere. You are, you have to worry about yourself too. Self-care. And then of course you want to, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn from them. And that leads to a celebration with you and a new coworker or a bunch of coworkers, or you and a new boss, where you're celebrating life. You're celebrating. Here's the Magician. You're calling this in. You're manifesting what you need to, because you made that decision to let go of something. And the King of Wands. This is my soulmate, my twin flame, because he's an Aries. So the King of Wands, again, he is like the master of his domain. And again, he, she, they, even if this is, if it was the Queen of Wands, even if it's the Queen of Wands, still, they are the masters of their domain, and they're very fiery, passionate people. Like I said, my soulmate lights my soul on fire, right? So don't be afraid to go get what you want and be that person. Be bold, be daring. Go after your dreams and manifest what you want. Okay, so why is the Moon, the Two of Swords? Why is the Page of Swords here? And what can we know from them? Strength. Okay, you need to have strength. You need to hang on, be patient. And remember, there are people struggling out there just like you. So keep your head above water. Keep going forwards. The wheel of fortune. So again, the wheel ever turning. Destiny. Right here. You are turning the wheel. You are getting that decision. You're making that decision and you're moving forward. You're persevering. You are resilient. You are getting to your sun. Because remember, it was the sun that we had out here. So, and the Nine of Pentacles. Again, we have duplicate. So see how he's pulling like the grapes down and there's pentacles all around him. So he literally, from the 7 and 8 of Pentacles, he sowed the seeds, he put the seeds in the ground, and then he worked hard to make sure these seeds would grow. And on the 9, he gets what you reap what you sow, is what I keep hearing. You reap what you sow. So reap those benefits, because that's why they're there. These decisions are here for you. Okay. So that is the wheel. And that was good. I like that. So let's pull some after tarot for you. What does my audience have to know? And this will be after this week. So, because this is after tarot. So what does my audience have in store for the upcoming several weeks? Okay, one more shuffle. Okay. Here we go. The Wheel of Fortune. So you have turned the tide and turned the wheel because you made your decision. This is after tarot. So again, destiny. And you're reaping what you sow. The bad times are over and the good times are here to stay. So Wheel of Fortune. Next. Ace of Pentacles. Again, we're getting duplicates, guys. So you see how there's a bug here instead of like because the pentacle has come down now, and like they're like, well, here you can have some more stuff, I guess. Remember, new beginnings have started, and now the divine will hand you more things that they think you need. Maybe not a bug, but you may need something else, besides, this or that. Remember that, the divine is here to help you. And the water in the back, of course, is the emotion. So you will be, very emotional, very happy. You will have exactly what you want. And remember, when you get everything you want, remember to share the wealth. Remember the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the 5 of Pentacles, but she has decided that she doesn't want to be out in the cold anymore. She's taking her stuff and she's going indoors. Okay, so this is the after tarot. So this would be after you see these two people have decided, you know what? I just want to stay out in the cold. I want to be poor. And this woman is pulling herself up by her bootstraps, so to speak. And she is moving on to better pastures. Okay, we're going to pull 2 more. Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So it looks like here that you, once you get your success, just don't hold on to it. Don't hold on so tight to it. Remember, because look, you can't take your money with you. Okay. So this is like death here coming to take him away. And he's still trying to hold on to the pentacles. Try not to hold on to wealth, or try not to hold on for dear life. Remember, that, there are other people in need. So try not to be, so I wouldn't say greedy, but try to help neighbors or someone in need. Even if they can't give any money back, remember that there's always someone who will need that. And the Page of Swords, again, we have the Page of Swords. She sees people walking here. She has her sword up. So she's already gotten the information from these people that maybe the war has been lost, or maybe they're just travelers. But she is, waiting, still kind of like, she's in between right now. But again, you have the information, you have what you need. Now move forward. Okay. Wow, guys, I can't tell you how great of a reading this was this week. And I'm hoping it wasn't so long, because we did pull a lot of cards here. So just remember that whatever decisions you make, even if you take that leap of faith and you fail, just pick yourself back up and keep on going, because Spirit is behind you. Even if you make mistakes, which we all make mistakes. We're not perfect, except for Mr. Perfect. That would be my favorite wrestler. But just keep going, keep being resilient, and I'm sure that your week is going to be fulfilled with success and all kinds of wealth and abundance. And it's so great to see all these cards in front of me, because they are all so positive. I don't think we had one negative card. Did we? We had a lot of duplicates. So, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, like, the Page of Swords came out several times. Even the, Nine of Pentacles came out several times. The Chariot came out several times. One sec. Again, these are great cards, guys. Just remember that the theme of this week is to keep going, even if it seems like all hope is lost. Again, you're going to fail, but just get right back up on that horse and keep going, because the wheel of destiny is before you. So go after it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you have, please leave a comment and like and share and subscribe. Please like, because they have changed their rules on YouTube, and it's only a watch hour if you like or if you comment. So interaction is good here. Tell me what you like and disliked about this. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment in the comment section and just let me know, oh my gosh, this resonated with me, or no, I'm sorry, this didn't resonate with me. That's fine. Also, if you are psychic yourself, you obviously can, decipher differently than me, and always interpret these cards the way you see them or the way you feel for them or with them. So just, always, again, you're always learning, you're always doing new things. So keep on that path. I am Mrs. Witchy Perfect, and I will see you hopefully next week for another reading. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, I will try to get the Good Witch's information down in the description field, because she is such a wonderful lady. And again, I hope she sees her specialist real soon and gets the help she needs. Thank you again, everyone, and have a great week. Have all kinds of fun. And if you do have a great week and you want to leave a comment, hey, I had such a great week, you were so right, leave it down in the comment section. Let me know how you whatever came into your life, if you failed or if you succeeded. Let me know down in the comment section. Have a great one.